Welcome back, VC. Mark here. I wanted to share a record collection that I recently purchased with you. It's a smaller collection. I purchased it from a friend. Lots of classics. What you would expect of a person of a certain age. All the albums are in pristine condition. A lot of these are going to be upgrades for me. I've had a lot of these albums in my collection for 10, 20, maybe even 30 years. And some of the albums could use a refreshing. Others I will probably sell at our next music fair. So let's go over them. Oh, before I drop them. First one is Jackson Browne, Running on Empty. And this is a great classic Jackson album. JT from JT's Record Room recently posted a video, the couple members from the community kind of discussing this album, what it meant to them. This is just a classic Jackson album. I actually prefer Jackson on piano over guitar. I think he's a phenomenal songwriter. This is filled with just classics. My favorite being The Loadout. That's just a beautiful, beautiful heartfelt song. Running on Empty, Cocaine, just all classics. Again, I took this one out to show you. Classic Asylum label. All these albums are probably near mint minus. Just beautiful. I'm just going to put this back in the sleeve quickly. Alright, this is a Stone classic from the Commodores. This is Midnight Magic. And I love a good Lionel Richie ballad, and this does not disappoint. This has Still, which is probably just one of my favorite Lionel Richie songs. It's just such a beautiful song. And then Sail On, just an excellent album. Wonderland, great music. This is a 2 LP set. Beach Boys' Endless Summer. And this is on the Purple Capitol label. So many Beach Boy classics. From their early period, probably In My Room would be one of my favorites. And Surfer Girl. Of course, everybody knows the genius of Brian Wilson. Brian mixed 4 freshman harmonies, really complex harmonies with just rock and roll music, really straight ahead progressions, and kind of just created a new kind of sound. Absolutely genius. Love Brian. The Mamas and the Papas, Farewell to the First Golden Era. I am not a big fan of the Mamas and Papas, so I will definitely sell this one. Phil Collins, Face Value, and this one is a gold stamp promo with a time strip. In the Air Tonight, he does a great cover of the Beatles' Tomorrow Never Knows. People like to hate on Phil Collins, but he was just amazing. Amazing drummer. Really distinct sound on that set. He used a Gretsch set with open toms. I think they were more of like a concert tom. Just an amazing drummer and songwriter as well. I think he gets knocked because he was just so... if you can remember the 80s, he was everywhere. He was oversaturated. But if you just sit back and really kind of analyze his music, his output, it's just amazing. Nice album. And then Genesis. And this is just self-titled. This has That's All on it. Illegal Alien. This is another gold stamp promo with a time strip. Took this one out as well. Again, these are just in beautiful shape. Wings at the Speed of Sound. This has Silly Love Songs on it. Really strong Wings album. Next one is Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. She does a cover of Prince's When You Were Mine on this album. This is chock full of 80s hits. Money Changes Everything. She Bop, All Through the Night, Time After Time. This is a great album. I remember when she came out right around the time that Madonna was coming up. There's all these comparisons, and they both kind of carved out their own path. But Cindy has quite a catalog, and she's done some Broadway work. She's just kind of a unique talent. I do enjoy her music. The next one is Whitney Houston's first album, self-titled. In the shrink, get a load of that big hype sticker. Kmart price tag on it, $6.44. Just an amazing talent, amazing voice. It's just so sad what happened to so many of the artists, the really megastars from the 1980s. Whitney, George Michael, Prince, Michael Jackson. They all died so young. But Whitney had a phenomenal voice. These first few albums, you just can't deny that talent. Just beautiful. And this is on the Arista label. There were a few albums in the collection that were really phenomenal, really worth a lot more than just kind of the per album price, and this is one of them. This is a numbered copy of the Beatles' White Album. This is, let's see, 1,240,292. And this has all the goodies with it. It's on the Apple label. Again, these are in beautiful shape. And it has the poster with the lyrics on the back. Show you the poster, although it probably won't fit in the frame. And then it also has the individual photographs of the members. George, John, Paul, and Ringo. So again, this is a beautiful copy. Love the White Album. This is the Beatles' alternative album for me. Just really experimental. I think the music on this album is a lot more forward-thinking than Sgt. Pepper, although there were so many great production values on that album. This album, it has Helter Skelter, Revolution 1, and then you have Revolution 9, Back in the USSR. Just such a broad range of musical styles and playing. Blackbird, just an acoustic piece on guitar. Julia, I love that one by John. I even love Oobla Dee Oobla Da, if I'm going to be honest. Just a great album. While My Guitar Gently Weeps with Eric Clapton. Another classic album I love, and this is with the Hype and the Shrink. Men at Work, Business as Usual. Colin Hay is a phenomenal songwriter. This album is one of those albums that you don't have to skip one track. Each song is so strong. So many hits on this album. Who Can It Be Now? Down Under. Be Good Johnny. I really love some of the non-hit tracks. I Can See It in Your Eyes. Underground. Catch a Star. Great album. Beautiful inner sleeve. Again, just totally in pristine condition. Couple Chicago albums. Chicago Transit Authority. And this is kind of odd. So one album is on the 2i label, and the other album is on just the standard kind of later period label. So I'll have to look this one up. I can't imagine Columbia packing the album with two different labels, but I think it was around the time that they were switching over, so who knows. But I love early Chicago. Great horn arrangements, great writing. I'm not such a fan of the David, what's his name? Songwriter, producer, Tu Saccharin. Oh gosh, I can't remember his last name. And the next one, another phenomenal Chicago album. We'll call it Chicago 1, another 2 LP set. There were many Elton John titles in the collection which really caught my eye. All classic period Elton. These are all going to be upgrades to my collection. Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. Classic Elton. I would consider this a concept album. This is Elton and Bernie just kind of writing about their relationship up until that point. The title track is just awesome with Davy's acoustic guitar. Just love that song. It sounded different than anything that Elton had composed up to that point. Town of Babel, Someone Saved My Life Tonight. It's the classic hit from the album. We All Fall in Love Sometimes. It's just a beautiful, beautiful ballad. Just a great album. Gatefold. The packaging on this album was phenomenal. You have the custom record label. Came with a couple comics. One with just pictures and whatnot. And then there's a set of lyrics as well. Some great pictures. And then it came with the poster as well. Really nice package. Next one was Elton John Live 11/17/70. And this was recorded at A&R Recording Studios, and this was just a trio with Elton, Dee Murray on bass, who sadly passed away. Really great bass player. And then there's Nigel Olsson on drums. Great drummer. Great album. Burn Down the Mission. They tear that song apart. 60 years on. A powerful rendition of that song. You have to listen to it. Just Elton in top form. Can I Put You On? Honky Tonk Woman. Take Me to the Pilot. Great live recording. This is on the Uni label. Hotel California, the Eagles. Classic album. Again, these are all pristine. This has the poster with it. And the custom label. These are very common albums that everybody had in their collection back in the day. That's why I don't understand why some of these albums are so costly right now. It's not like there's a limited supply of them. My friend Steve Carlson made the point with the Rumors album. There's 1 billion copies of that album. I mean, that album was $2-3 back in the day at all of the flea markets and the Goodwills. Now you go into your local record shop, a beautiful, clean first pressing goes upwards of $20-25. So it's just kind of where we're at with the records right now. Next one, Who Are You? And this is on the MCA label. Next album is a 2 LP set, Gold Stand promo. Peter Gabriel plays live. I'm a huge Peter Gabriel fan. Lots of classic songs on this album. Let's see, Shock the Monkey, Salisbury Hill. Real nice set. Next album, Through the Fire. And I actually have a copy of this album. This is a promo, but they pressed this on QX2 limited edition pressing. This is a great sounding album on really high quality vinyl. Really great playing throughout. I would consider this audiophile. It just sounds so phenomenal. And these can be picked up super cheap. I really would suggest this album, recommend this album if you're a fan of Sammy Hagar. Next one is a 12-inch or an EP by Peter Gabriel. I don't remember. Here Comes the Flood is on this EP. Beautiful song by Peter. If you don't know the track, go and check it out. One of my favorites of his. Steve Miller Band, Living in the 20th Century. Genesis, Invisible Touch. This album just filled with hits, filled with classics. Invisible Touch, Tonight, 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 Into Deep, Land of Confusion. Just a great album. Love this album. Couple Aerosmith 12-inch singles. This is a specially priced live edition, live maxi single. And this has Darkness, She's on Fire, The Hop, My Fist, Your Face. Next one is a 12-inch of Dude Looks Like a Lady. You Don't Mess Around with Jim, Jim Croce. Self-titled, Lionel Richie. Another phenomenal classic album. So many great songs. Truly, You Are, You Mean More to Me. Beautiful. I mean, all three of those songs are just great. My Love. Again, I love a syrupy Lionel Richie ballad. And this is a record RCA Music edition. So from a record club. Kind of cool. Next one is Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly. I'm a huge fan of Roberta Flack. Months ago I posted a video. Just kind of going through a few of her albums. She's just an amazing talent, an incredible songwriter and pianist. She collaborated quite a bit with Donny Hathaway, who was another genius who we lost really young. This has the title track, Jesse, let's see, River, which is a beautiful song. Just a great album. She was a great arranger too. She did almost all the arrangements on all of her albums. Just an amazing talent. Trilogy, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This is on the Cotillion label. Still in the shrink. Atlantic sleeve, inner sleeve. Carole King, Music. Another gatefold. Says the insert with the lyrics. Some of her manuscript. God, what a concept. People can actually write out notation. Wow. All right, this is beautiful. This is another great one in the collection. Stone Mint copy. Magical Mystery Tour. Look at that. It's just beautiful, so clean. And this has a pristine book. A lot of times the book has been ripped out or the pages are kind of shredded to hell. This is intact and in pristine condition. I don't want it to come out of the staple because it is old, but show you a couple pictures here. I Love Fool on the Hill, Blue Jay Way, Baby You're a Rich Man. A lot of the songs are from other albums. I Am the Walrus. And then here's the album itself on the beautiful Capitol Rainbow label. Just like new. Really, really nice copy. Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark. Gatefolds were really popular in the 70s. I love that. Great Joni album. I'm a huge fan of Joni Mitchell. One of Prince's favorite artists. There were a couple great James Taylor titles. I notated on this one, this is the first pressing of Sweet Baby James with the misspelling on track 6. This is still in the shrink. Beautiful palm tree label. Just in pristine condition. These are really quiet, acoustic-based songs, a lot of them. So it really helps when you have just a pristine copy. And then it had the insert as well with the lyrics. This is a Stones album that is probably in every collection I buy. This is Tattoo You, Start Me Up, Hang Fire, classic songs, classic album. Another classic Jackson Browne album, Lawyers in Love. This was a cut, probably a distributor, Closeout, great album. This is James Taylor's Greatest Hits, again, just a beautiful, pristine copy. And this is on the palm tree label as well. Rock of the Westies, classic Elton. This was really towards the end of his, I would call his classic period. A lot of the drugs were beginning to take over his life, but still strong. Island Girl is on here. Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. This has Daniel on it. Let's see, Have Mercy on the Criminal. Crocodile Rock, which not too crazy about that one, but this has the booklet. Elton always had great packaging on his albums. Again, another classic Elton album. This is on the MCA label. There were actually 2 copies of this album. This is another album that always seems to be in collections I pick up. This is Eric Clapton, Backless. I've given away multiple copies of this album. It just keeps on reappearing. I don't know what's on here. Tulsa Time, that's a great song. I really have to give this one a listen, kind of see why everybody is so enamored with this one. Carole King, Wrap Around Joy. And then the last one, another classic Elton, Honky Chateau, Honky Cat, Rocket Man, Mona Lisa and Mad Hatters, Hercules. Again, great packaging. You have the little flap on the album. Opens up to beautiful gatefold. And I actually played this album and cleaned it, just in pristine condition. The sleeve is beautiful. Sounds great. There's this textured kind of photo that's been glued on the front. Most of these phenomenal musicians have played with Elton for decades. Nigel, of course, Bernie, the lyricist, Dee Murray, who passed away, and Davey. Davey is just a phenomenal guitar player. Really a great album. Thanks for sticking this one out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe.